Alive! Yeah, it's great to be alive. In fact, it's even better to be alive and streaming. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Quick audio check. Levels are good. Let's try that again. Oh. That ain't right either. Come on now. All right, you're just gonna have to bear with me then. If that's the way this is gonna go. Sergeant Quincher, don't you think that for a second I forgot about my triceps today? Thank you for the donation. As I figure this out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest stream of all streams. Tonight is the night of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, I got caught off track by just talking. But that doesn't mean we're gonna be caught off track.
SGT Quencher 100 has donated $2.00 and says look back. It's Superman infinite push-ups,
We got the Flamingo Caster out tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear a round of applause for the Flamingo Caster. If you're doing all right out there tonight, then I want you to sing along. If you know how to do that, let's record it. Putting this together on the spot, baby. It's a song. Time for a little improvisation. Man, it feels good. It feels good to say hello to the greatest streaming community of all time. Thrashers, it's been light years since I've last seen you and talked to you and heard from you. At least it seems that way. Because, it's been a long night. It's only been one day. But regardless of that, it's just good to see you. That's all I gotta say. I mean, we can sugarcoat it all day. Speaking of sugarcoating, I had a lot of sugar today. I tell you, for those of you who watched my stream last night, you know that I went 2.5 days without eating anything, without consuming any calories whatsoever. All right? And today was my first meal around 4:30, actually. So, it was maybe a little more than 2.5 days. But 4:30ish, I cooked probably the biggest steak on this planet. Cooked some rice. I wanted to go get pizza. I've been craving pizza the last 2.5 days. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know what it is about pizza, but maybe it has something to do with I don't know. Maybe Tony never delivering the pizzas on stream. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe I'm going crazy. Or maybe I'm just hungry. I don't know. I'm not sure. Haven't figured that out yet. But regardless of the fact, we all agree that pizza is amazing. Now, I know a few streams ago we talked about, whether or not pineapple is something that belongs on pizza or not. Listen, a lot of people got upset when I decided to throw some pineapple on a pizza, but it doesn't matter. Listen, you can throw pineapple on a pizza. You can throw chicken on a pizza. It doesn't matter. I mean, at the end of the day, the definition of pizza, in my opinion, slap of dough with some. Yeah, well, actually, now we're getting into the nitty gritty. I was gonna say some pasta, like pizza sauce, and but then again, there's other pizzas that you could say doesn't have pizza sauce on it. So tomato sauce, whatever you call it, whatever the kids call it. But anyways, listen, a pizza is a pizza. You just gotta bring it to me and let it, be tested, be taste tested by the experts. I consider myself an expert when the pizza rolls around. Speaking of pizza, we're gonna get on the call with Tony. Maybe he's not partying for once. Maybe he's watching the stream. Maybe he's looking out after us, and who knows? Maybe tonight's gonna be the greatest stream of all 3 hours of your day. But hopefully we play some music. Hopefully we maybe get some wins and some video. I don't know, man. The sky is the limit, and you're along with the ride. So you're along for the ride, man. After eating so much food, it's like a two-way street, man. I'm starving myself to get cut, to get lean. And my brain's all foggy last night. I'm going crazy, going everywhere, getting on tangents, hitching a ride, every tangent I can get on. And then tonight, you know what I had? So I had steak, I had rice, I had sweet potatoes. What else? I can't even remember. Oh, broccoli. Who doesn't like broccoli? And if you don't like broccoli, you should. Okay, it's great for you. Great for the soul, great for the heart, great for the health, great for the gains, if you will. Have I flexed today? I don't know, but here's my daily flex. Listen, we're going to hop on the call with Tony here, get him online, and, we'll see what we can do. I want to say hello to everybody in the chat, though. I know you guys are going crazy. I've been talking away. I've been making music, but it's good to see everybody in here, baby. It's good to see everybody. I got a lot of people, all right? Listen, I appreciate all the donations today. I know I I think I missed one earlier, but it might have been considering the circumstances, it was probably Sergeant Quincher, you know, just giving us a good old salute. Thank you, sir, for your donation. But yeah, Katie, Frank Black, Scylla, Farah, Michelle, Doc, Suzanne, Let's Bake It Tasty, 80s TV enthusiast, Joe, Southwest, Michelle, Barbara. I mean, we got everybody. That was just the latest people in the chat that I just read. So, I mean, it's just scrolling. It's constantly scrolling. So I gotta find it, you know? And if you get lucky, if you type something in, see, that's the great thing about engagement, man. Listen, you help me out. You help me help you. You comment, you leave a chat, and then I'll leave a verbal comment on your chat. That is, if I read it, and you know, I know. Let's see, how many? Oh man, last night we got up to a total of 3 million viewers, and tonight it's looking, it's a little less than last night. But listen, it doesn't matter because you know not everybody's introduced to the 80s yet. So yeah, we're looking at about roughly 1.5 million. So we'll take it. But you know, with your help. With you smashing that like button with all your might and just going crazy with the comment section after this video is out there, it works wonders with the algorithm, and you wouldn't believe how much that means to me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's so good to be back on this Wednesday night. It's been a long time. Like I said, it's been a whole 24 hours. Actually, less than that, because we had like a 4.5, 5 hour stream last night. Had some fun, playing some video games, making some music, jamming out, just having a good old time, you know? And tonight we're doing the same thing. You know, we're changing things up a little bit. We're starting out with some music, might do some more live loops. I'm also playing around with, this is a real analog synthesizer. So what you're hearing is nothing digital about it, baby. So that's the great thing. This is straight from the 80s, all right? I mean, it sounds incredible. I mean, it doesn't get more 80s than that, ladies and gentlemen. That is true analog, nothing digital about it, baby. This is first time really messing around with this on stream, so I'm gonna have some fun with that tonight. As you saw, I got a little live looping at the beginning there, just kind of messing around with stuff. Anyways, a lot of fun, man. That's just, it doesn't get much better than that, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't get much better than the time period that I am currently in. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who I am, my name is Rikki Thrash, and I live in the 1980s, and I've come to you through a time machine to go live with the people of the future. And it's so good to be here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a good time we are having tonight, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're just getting started, baby. So this is my time machine. You know, I know there hasn't really been a whole introduction as of late, but this is, looks like a good old CRTV, and it is a CRTV. You know, that's what it is, but it also functions as a time machine. And it doesn't really get much better than that, ladies and gentlemen. I can travel to any year that I would like to. Tony's still working on trying to get the feature where you can go back in time. So, I haven't been able to do that yet, but should be interesting. But listen, so I have traveled to the future, okay, to talk to you. And that is what I'm doing. But nothing changes in where I reside. But through the magical technology that Tony has set up for us, somehow I'm able to keep the greatest decade with me. And I'm able to let you enjoy it with me. And that's exactly what we're doing tonight, baby. We're enjoying it. We're enjoying it, baby. Listen, it's a great night. It's a great night. Nightshade says, hey, Rikki, you might want to invest in Google when it comes out the next few years. Trust me, brother. What in the world is Google? Is that like a punching bag or something? I don't know. What is Google, folks? I don't know what that is, but it sounds like I need to invest in it. I don't know. But thanks for the tip. I'll be writing that down. Connor, no, the DeLorean is not my main time machine. That is in fact from a movie. So that didn't work. They own the copyrights and all that, so I couldn't get that arranged. So Tony improvised, Tony's a good man. He's a good man. He's, for some reason always partying on a boat here in Miami, but you can't blame the guy. He's a lot of fun. He's a good dude. Anyway, speaking of Tony, let's call him up, see what he's up to. Maybe he's watching the stream tonight. I think he might be. I think he's watching over, making sure no technical difficulties happen, and making sure no fights break out in the chat. But if there's any problems tonight, we're going to be sure to let Tony know, because you know what we do with people that I have a problem with. Okay? Tony and I have a discussion. And let's just say you don't want to know what that discussion consists of. Some crazy, dangerous things, okay? Anyways, let's get Tony on the line here. He's always doing something. Hey, Tony, how you doing, man? You're partying on a yacht, huh? Listen, that really surprises me. Listen, Tony, I just want to make sure. Look, what? I know there's a bunch of chicks around. I mean, you live the same life every single day. I mean, do you never get tired? I mean, seriously, Tony. Okay, maybe I'm just a little jealous. Okay, Tony. That maybe I'm hanging out with the Thrashers right now. You can't beat that, but I mean, at the same time, you're on a boat in the middle of the ocean. Anyways, Tony, I need you to do me a favor tonight. I need you to keep an eye out for everybody. I need you to make sure everybody's in check. I need you to make sure no fights break out. And I need you to be on top of your game, Tony. Listen, you've slipped up before. Don't let it happen again. We're going to have a problem. Tony, the things that have gone down in those discussions of ours, it's not even close to what problems we're gonna have if you don't do your job. I'm not paying you the big bucks for nothing, Tony. I'm not even paying you at all, but that's besides the point. Tony, I love you. And I hope you have a great night. But Tony, I need you. All right? The Thrashers need you. We all need you. Watching over the stream, making sure everything runs smoothly. So far, we're off to a great start, although, a little tricky getting the keyboard. First time messing around with the analog synthesizer. A little tricky getting it synced up there at the start. But listen, that's how we grow, It's not, we could get knocked down all day. We could keep sitting on the floor. We could keep laying there. Or we can get up, Tony. We can get up. And we can do something about it. And we don't got to play the victim. All right? We can move forward. Just because something pulled you back doesn't mean that you're strong enough and you've been working your whole life to break free and keep pushing. That is, if you have good muscles like Rikki. But if you don't, then you might be out of luck. But listen, Tony, the point is, it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done, Tony. And that ain't you, and you're better than that. I definitely, fumbled some of those words in there, but the bottom line is, if Stallone needed a quote in his movies one day, he's welcome to use that. Who knows? Maybe he'll make 2 more Rockies and decide to make the last one really cool and throw one of my lines in there. I don't know, but Tony, this is a long phone call. I know you're dying to get off of here, but listen, all I need, man, is for you to do your job, okay? I think the Thrashers are counting on you. In fact, Thrashers, you guys need anything before I let them off? I know we're going to order some pizza here. That's just, for some reason, that's just what we always do when we hang out with Tony. For some reason, he's always ordering pizza when I call him or when he calls me. So it's a little weird. But anyways, Tony, Michelle wants some iced coffee, actually. Let's make it tasty. Need some shred-sational noodles on the base, if you got that. Katie Martin, she wants a barbecue pizza with pineapple for everybody, sounds like. So, a lot of work for the pizza guys. I don't know where you're ordering it from, but wherever that is, it better be good, Tony. All right, don't let me down, all right? Listen, we got a bright future. And if too many people figure out that this is the greatest stream and I'm the greatest streamer of all time, then people are going to catch on. And we're going to blow up. So you better not let that happen. Okay? I mean, like I said, I just checked an hour ago. We had 1.5 million viewers watching, and that's nothing. Okay? It looks like now we went up a little bit. We're at 7 million viewers right now. Look, Tony, we got to do our job, man. If we got this much attention, we got to do everything right. All right? Tony, I love you, buddy. I'll tell you. I'll talk to you later, man. I'll see you later. Oh, yeah. I'll just take like a pepperoni. Keep it simple, personal pan style. Watching my figure. Yeah. All right. All good, Tony. All right. Later, dude. See ya. Tony's a mouthful, isn't he? He's a handful. Ladies and gentlemen, it's good to be back. It's good to be back tonight. I tell you what, it is good to be back. heavy, baby. It's good to be here, baby. Doc Suzanne, Damien's Monkey, Sarah, Ryan, Scylla, Southwest, Michelle, Jose. We got everybody in the chat. Atomic Punk, we got Barbara. Listen, everybody is here. Listen, that's just the recent shadows, all right? Every now and then, boom, you know, I come in hot, all right? I read the chat. And if you're not there, then, oh, it's too bad. Because, you know, you could have gotten the greatest streamer of all time to read out your message, but sometimes you miss it. Look, you got to keep moving. You got to keep moving forward. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do another loop. How about that? See what we can come up with. Bear with me. You guys recognize that? Or am I the only one? Interesting. This thing's like a spaceship, guys. It is, it's tough to figure out sometimes. But we're working on it. We're gonna do some Michael Jackson. How about that? This will be cool. Okay. How's everybody doing tonight? Are we doing fantastic or what? Chat, are you with me? It's been a little quiet. All right. Let's tweak this a little bit, make it sound a little more Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Who likes Michael Jackson out there? We got any fans? All right. It's a little slow tonight. I apologize for that, but listen, we're dialing it in, so enjoy the ride. We're getting closer. I'm really just trying to mimic this song out of memory. A little faster attack. A little less release. Maybe a little more than that. Where's my guitar? Where's my goblet of rock? I don't know why it's delaying like that. I'm telling you, it's like little things like that. Kind of annoying. You know what this reminds me of? We did a song that sounds a lot like this, like 4 weeks ago. But that's a sick riff. Little sick, little groove there. Who can tell me the name of this song? I mean, well, this bass groove, rather. Not this song, because I kind of took it my own way for a second there. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great night tonight. You know why? I mean, I don't know, because it's just a great night. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that it's time to take a seat in the throne and say hello and welcome. We're gonna play a couple rounds of video games. Because why not, you know? Where's the camera? I don't know where I'm looking, man. I got so many cameras, so many people want me to sign their kid's forehead. It was weird, you know, but... Anyways, how's everybody doing tonight? You know, when I'm grinding and really just absolutely crushing it out there in the world, on air in front of a live audience, you know, sometimes it's hard to catch up on chat, but that's what I want to do right now. I want to catch up with you guys, thrashing waves. That's what we plan on doing tonight. I think we've moved some waves so far today, and I think it's been a great night. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the thing about being back with you guys is I can do whatever I want. And you guys are along for the ride. And that's the beauty in going live on air. Because basically, we got weird alien noises going on here. It's okay. That was meant to happen. I planned that. I don't know if you guys even heard that. I don't know. Who knows? It doesn't matter. Because what matters is the present. And there's no longer an alien noise happening in the present. Knock on wood. It's all the way back there. You know, I'm not going to reach. You know, I've done enough reaching tonight. Done enough reaching for the salt and pepper to season my steaks. Anyways, let's rock. I don't know. You know, Let's see something here. All right. We got it up on the big screen. Let's see if it makes some sound here in a second. And if it doesn't, then we're going to have a major problem, I tell you that much. But nah, we'll be all right. Okay. Actually, all right, hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Super weird. just super weird. I'm trying to figure this out. I just don't know, what's happening. It's okay. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing fantastic as we transition into our next segment. I mean, we're already an hour and a half in, baby. This is crazy. Time flies when you're having fun. Listen, a little experimentation tonight with the analog synthesizer. A lot of fun. I know you guys can't see me right now, so relax. Relax. Everything is going fantastic, Katie. It's good to see you. Oh, you know what? There's nothing wrong. I forgot Fortnite doesn't have it. Like, well, Fortnite doesn't have sound effects, is what I was getting at. But it should have button sound effects, so that's what I'm. Shoot. It's weird. I thought there was sound, but apparently not.
Sydney Walker has donated
That's just the game.
$1.99 and says I have arrived. Fashionably late, but still here.
Sydney Walker is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your $1.99 donation. I tell you, that's a lot of dough right there, Sydney Walker. Thank you very much. I hope you had a pleasant night last night. I know you had to shoot out early. Why am I not hearing sound? I'm so. I know it just said something. You know what? Screw it. Let's play Warzone. It's a manlier game, anyways. Oh wait, sorry. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. This is Rikki Thrash. I'm glad to have you on board tonight. The Rikki Airlines, it's partly cloudy. 72 degrees here in Miami. Hope everybody enjoys a nice vacation or a work trip wherever you're going. And thank you again for flying Rikki Airlines. All right, we're gonna play gonna play 2 games. And we're gonna win both of them. And we're not gonna quit until we win 1. Yeah, that just blew your mind, huh? That didn't add up, did it? But it's okay. Things don't have to add up when you're the greatest streamer of all time. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. It was a good stream last night, ladies and gentlemen. It was good, good hanging out with you guys. Katie, you think you're funny, huh? It's gonna be a long stream, huh? You think you're so funny. You think you're funny, Katie? No, I'm gonna get a win on the first. Off the first, in fact, I haven't even. I haven't even unlocked any of these. Whatever. The shades
Check weapons and gear.
have been removed.
Deployment.
All right, let's get a win. I'm gonna get focused up here.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the sky. Changing mags. All stations, green light. We're deploying to the war zone.
All right, nice little warm up, and we are ready to rock. Crown Renee, I'm definitely ignoring you. What'd you say? I'm not ignoring anybody. Except anything other than winning. Because that's all I got on my mind, ladies and gentlemen. Is win. That's all I gotta say. We're gonna play 2 games. And we're gonna win both of them. But if I don't, and just, I mean, we're gonna win 1 regardless, but we're going to win both of them. Let's just say that. And the reason there's doubt in my mind is because, you know, it's the first game. The first game of the night, you know.
Eliminate all targets in the
Let's
AR.
just be realistic with ourselves, you know. Man, we were here last night. Kind of looks familiar. Crown Renee, what are you? Are you talking trash right now, Crown Renee? Hey, listen, I'm in charge here.
Enemy UAV overhead. Reloading.
There's 2 people here. How did it? place is chaotic, man.
Enemy down.
Upstairs. Coming needed a Raven.
I'm reloading.
Alright. Feeling good. Two games, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's it. And we're gonna win. Both of them. Alright, let's go get, I don't know. Let's go get a UAV or whatever. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm just here to win. All these tactics.
Reloading.
These bots.
Gas is closing in.
I mean, where's that box? All right, whatever. Got a little distracted. You don't see what happening. That's right, I am cooking. You just wait. I'm having some major deja vu right now, though, that's for sure.
Changing mags.
UAV available for tasking.
1-1 requesting recon at this
Standing
time.
by.
Come on, that's pretty clever. Hostile UAV in the area.
I really don't want to go back there. Let's go get this guy. Let's go get this guy.
Priority tasking request received. UAV entering AO.
Oh, I don't like this gun at all. We've got two bots looking at me. This is crazy.
Target down.
Also, I don't like this gun. It's not great.
Dropped them. One requesting recon at this time.
Y'all better not be talking trash down there. A very good sniper is the Arma. Does it look like... I know what that is. I mean, I just started playing this game
Returning to tank.
2 weeks ago.
Enemy UAV overhead.
So if I find one... Golly, this is kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. It just kind of hit me. This is just kind of boring. I don't know if I like this game. At least the new casual mode. It's weird. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just get the win and shut up about it. That's what we'll do. All right, what else can we buy? Nothing right now. Oh, Arma's a different game. Got it. Man, I may have to call Tony up. Stream from the boat next time, you know?
You've got a loadout drop inbound. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Oh gosh. Taking fall damage. Dude, I'm just so bored. I'm just kind of messing around. I don't know. I'm not even focused.
Success means redeployment. Failure means elimination.
Tired goose. I'm tired too, Michelle. Silla's tired. I'm tired. We're all tired.
Enemy eliminated. Prepare for redeployment.
Honestly, like I said,
I'm back on station.
I don't know. 2 games of this. I might not even get it through the first one. Gosh, it's just so slow. I mean,
All right, let's call this duty. I'm reloading.
get out of here. Go with the AK. Let's go with the gun Rambo uses in Rambo 2.
Moving.
Rambo First Blood Part 2. The classic AK-47. You know, ever since I played this game, I was like, I don't care what the best weapon is. I'm gonna get the AK because, you know, because Rambo. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have a scope on it though, so that's the only thing I'm kind of worried about. Look down for a second.
Reloading. I've marked a point on your map containing enemy intel. Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next gas spread. We'll help over here.
In the world. What was that? Oh, I gotta go. Don't got time to stick around and find out. Let's get out of here. Dead meat.
Enemy soldier incoming. Target down.
Nice shot, Ricky. Thanks, dude.
Failed.
Thanks, chat. You're so supportive.
So glad I don't have to run in here. That's all you.
Oh, come on.
Carry me around. LGBR inbound.
Goodness.
Changing max.
You gotta take it easy, man. What'd I do to you? Huh? I look down and read chat, and then I get shot. The one time I look down, that's crazy. All right, we're gonna do one more, and we're gonna win it. Okay? Let's just go ahead and get that under our belts. We're gonna do one more, and we're gonna win. All right? That was kind of stupid, you know. I look down for 1 second. Next thing you know, I'm getting shot at 1,000,000 bullets. Whatever. It's okay. One more. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to see it in the chat. I want you to drop the sunglasses emoji tonight because it's going to be a great night. We're going to get one win and then we're going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a great end to the night. All right. Let's see some sunglasses. All right. I better see them right now. Shot through the heart and you're to blame. You give love a bad name. That's a great song, Scylla. Katie's rocking the sunglasses at night. Sydney's laughing and not wearing sunglasses. I don't know what that's about. Barbara, Bret Hart, sunglasses are on. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Sydney, there's no way to tell the future unless you're me and you got a time machine. So we're about to play 2 games here and we're gonna win both of them. All right, is what I said earlier. But you know, we fast forwarded. No one has to know exactly what happened just now. But listen, guys, I was reading chat. I looked down trying to engage with my fans, with my thrashers, and next thing you know, I got bullets coming at me, and I'm down on the ground, and then the game's over. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things, you know. You gotta accept and move on. I can't see nothing in this though. This big screen CRTV is just not enough for my shades. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Ryan, trust me, I'm there, buddy. I'm in Discord. I can't always chat. I can't always say stuff, but I see it. I see every bit of it.
Shadow 01. Deployment to the Warzone has been authorized.
But just know I'm lurking in the shadows. I'm there. I'm there with you. How's the Discord going, by the way? You guys liking that? Is it benefiting?
Battle Royale.
I love the picture of me with the birthday hat on. That was a wonderful edit. I don't know who cut that up and put it on my head, but that was genius, you know? Absolutely genius. So thank you. It wasn't even my birthday, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
Sydney Walker has donated $1.99 and says Shadow
Enemy
Dweller.
soldier incoming.
Shadow Dweller, Sydney Walker with a donation.
Clear to engage all hostiles.
Dwelling the shadow. Like, guys, I'm just gonna let you know right now. Sydney Walker has been the MVP of tonight's stream. Coming in hot with the donations. I appreciate that, Sydney. And when I'm playing, I can't necessarily look down like I tried to do last match. Because you know what happens when you look down. You know what happens when you think? You die. Okay? Sorry, that was a little dark, but, you know, it's true. In war, in life, you can't think, you just do. I mean, how do you think I got so good at this game?
Reloading.
Idiots. Oh, goodness. Everybody's in here. Anyways, I have no idea what we were talking about, but Everybody's doing fantastic out there. The stream is coming to a close, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get one win, and then I'm calling it a night, and then I'm gonna chow down on some food, because I'm starving, baby. I haven't eaten in 2.5 days, and then I had my meal, but like, you know, it has like this ongoing effect. Like, I'm still hungry. So, we're gonna take care of that.
Enemy dropping into the
What should I eat, Thrashers? What should I eat tonight? I mean, it's not like you guys know what's in my refrigerator, but if you did, what should I eat? If you could put anything in my refrigerator, anything at all, what would it be? I want to know. I want to know what my Thrashers want me to eat. Because without my Thrashers, I am nothing. He's up there. He's up there, I know. Oh. What in the world? Go in here.
Max!
Alright. One more guy.
Enemy soldier incoming.
I'm not gonna look down, chat. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made last stream. Because if I do that, I'm gonna die. Alright, so you're just gonna have to be patient. When we get a stopping place, I'll check chat. You know?
Dropped him!
Everybody and their mother is in here.
Reloading!
A lot of footsteps. Golly, aim's terrible.
I'm reloading! Incoming! Taking effective fire!
Oh,
They're ready to fight.
too many people in there.
Stand by.
Okay. There's a lot of people there. There's so many footsteps. I couldn't tell where they were from.
Redeployment.
All right, boneless wings. I'm seeing glass of raw eggs, of course, classic. Pineapple pizza. Oh yeah, you know, Tony's slacking. I totally forgot. Tony was supposed to bring a pizza to me.
Earn redeployment or die trying.
Oysters raw oysters. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think I've ever. I mean, I think I might have had it like maybe once or twice. Golly, I
Enemy eliminated. Prepare for redeployment.
can't shoot. It's been a while since I've had them though. Chicken Parmesan, always a good choice. All right, let's get this win. Let's get out of here. Let's freaking wrap it up, you know? Let's wrap it up. Kind of bored.
I saw the light there.
Yeah, you did. We saw the light last night. I'm gonna need a gun though if I'm being honest with you. This will do for now. Oh, where I'm going, there's nothing in here.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
There's the loadout.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. I'm hit! Frag out. I'm reloading!
Not even sweating. You know?
You're losing ground. Move it.
I'm locked in, boys. I'm locked in. I'm winning this game, all right? We're ending on a win. That's for sure. What are you guys saying? I'm gonna lose all my gains. What are you talking about? I look down, all of a sudden.
Reloading! Valiant effort. Keep your head up.
Loading
and return
fresh
to
mag.
base to debrief.
Stay down.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it. Good, I can get the win. It was a good couple wins there in the Warzone life. Anyways, I'm tired, man. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little sleepy. All right, I've been busy. All right, things have been crazy. Listen, it's been a great stream. I want to thank everybody for joining tonight and rocking and rolling with Rikki Thrash, the greatest streamer on this planet. We got nothing to do but go up, man. We are climbing and climbing to the top. All right, we got a whopping, listen, we got a 15,000 viewers watching right now as we close out the stream, and we are excited for next Wednesday at 9 p.m. I want you all to be there, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining tonight. All right. Ryan, Vapor Vice, Michelle, Katie, Scylla, Sydney, Joe. We got everybody in here. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me. Thank you all for stopping by. See you later. Okay. Thank goodness I ended the stream so my chat won't hear what I'm about to say. Oh, we're still live. Well, that's just embarrassing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I mean, okay, let me go check on that pizza. Bye.